हे 5 मार्क्स के लिए कितना लिखना है और 15 मार्क्स का आया तो कितना लिखना है, आंसर नहीं पता हुआ तो और फेल हो गई तो। सुनना कलरफुल पेन यूज कर सकते हैं क्या? Chillax. Now I'm here to help you. Today in this video I'm gonna tell you how to prepare for first year physiotherapy examination. So do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Welcome back to my brown physio. I'm Neha Singh. I'm in second year bachelor's of physiotherapy. As you have already read in the title, this video is all about how to prepare for first year physiotherapy examination. So stay tuned. Okay, first let me clear one thing. मैं school, college और university की topper नहीं हूँ. So you might think करके ये video क्यों बना रही है? Well, whatever I'm gonna see in this video are all based upon my experience and learnings. जब मैं फर्स्ट ईयर में थी, आई हैड सो मेनी क्वेश्चन. आई गूगल्ड इट, आई सर्च्ड इट ऑन यूट्यूब, बट आई गॉट नो हेल्प. आई डिडंट इवन एंगेज विथ माई सीनियर्स दैट वेल, जो मैं उनको जाके डिटेल में पूछ पाती. दो आई हैव वन मेंटर, डॉक्टर सौरभ हराल. ही इज अ रेसिडेंट राइट नाउ. ही डिड MBBS and pursuing MS in ophthalmology. As I said MBBS, being a medico, he helped me as much as he. Dr. Saurabh Haral, if you're watching this video right now, I just wanna say thank you. वो MBBS एंड फिजियो फील्ड का डिफरेंस आ गया था, बट इन एनाटॉमी, फिजियोलॉजी एंड बायोकेमिस्ट्री ही हेल्प्ड एज मच एज ही कैन. बट व्हाट अबाउट ET, काइनेशियो एंड साइको एंड सोशियो? हैड सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस कि पेपर पैटर्न क्या रहेगा, कैसे पढ़ना है, कितने आवर का पेपर रहेगा, कितने मार्क्स का पेपर रहेगा, अगर मुझे ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर नहीं आया तो क्या करना है, कहीं मैं फेल तो नहीं हो जाऊंगी. और बस एक ही कलर पेन से लिखना है या फिर कलरफुल पेन्स और हाइलाइटर्स यूज करके मस्त डिजाइन वगैरह बना के लिख सकते हैं. बट चिलैक्स. नाउ आई एम हियर टू हेल्प यू. सो लेट मी टेल यू 4 to 5 हेल्पफुल पॉइंट्स. फर्स्ट, टाइम टेबल. सेकेंड, हाउ एंड व्हाट टू स्टडी. थर्ड, टाइम लेफ्ट एंड रिविजन. फोर्थ, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स. एंड फिफ्थ, व्हाट टू डू इफ आई गेट बोर्ड और डिस्ट्रैक्टेड. Timetable. I don't see any need of making a physical timetable. Just set the timetable or the time limit in your mind for whatever work you're gonna do in a whole day. As I believe, हम टाइम टेबल बनाते तो हिट टाइम वेस्ट ना करने के लिए, बट वो टाइम टेबल बनाने के चक्कर में ही हम 2 घंटा वेस्ट कर देते हैं. बट अगर तुम्हें बनाना है तो बना लो. सेकेंड, हाउ एंड व्हाट टू स्टडी. नो पैटर्न ऑफ द पेपर, exam duration and how long answers you have to write for short answer question and for long answer questions. And I read this thick book and only 7 to 8 questions come from the whole book. So we should have the sense of categorization because some topics are important and some are not. For example, if you are reading the nerve physiology, action potential and neuromuscular junction are important. More questions will be asked from the higher priority topics. C. Different people have different way of learning, writing and grasping power. Some people write down to learn, some people just read and some people highlight. And trust me, their books literally look like a rainbow. I do even have few classmates who write each and every single word which our professor says during the lecture and end up having a bunch of notes. Let me tell you how I study. I usually read and mark. I don't write until I don't feel that particular topic is important. And if I write, I write in detailed form. So, अगर 15 मार्क्स का वो क्वेश्चन आया तो वो उतना आंसर इनफ हो. Now what to study? In my university, they give us previous year question papers. So I just go through those question papers and mark frequently asked questions. And if your university doesn't give previous year question papers, just reach out to your seniors and ask them to mark the important questions or the important topics. Or just go over to the teacher and pull over the emotional drama. Say कि मैम मैं बहुत कंफ्यूज्ड हूँ, मुझे नहीं समझ रहा करके, क्या मुझे क्या पढ़ना चाहिए, आप प्लीज बता दो. And always go alone if you wanna pull over this drama. Otherwise this scheme won't work. And do go through previous year question papers, as be it medical, engineering or any competitive exam. Previous question year papers are treated as Bible, Quran and Gita. So do go through question papers. Most of the topics and questions are repeated. 4. Just check how many days are left for your exam and you are left with how much portion so that you can revise, as revision helps to remember things for the long duration of the time. Last topic, What to do when you get bored or distracted? Just change your pattern of studying. Just don't study one subject whole day, as you will get bored easily and won't be able to focus much. Do 2-3 subjects in a day, one topic per subject, and topic shouldn't be too short or too big. Now let's see how I prepared my each and every subject in first year physiotherapy. For anatomy, I have just read the anatomy textbook and marked in that itself. I used to make notes of important topics. I used to practice diagrams. I used to read clinical topics which was mentioned in blue or pink box in the anatomy textbook. For general anatomy, I just read from the general anatomy textbook. For histology, I have read from the book, and I used to use one app named Anet Histo Lab app. It is available in the Play Store. Do check it out. For embryology, I used to study from Embryology by Neha Singh's textbook, and I used to watch Life in the Womb Dr. Rose YouTube video. For gross anatomy, or that is human anatomy, I used to read anatomy textbook and used to watch Mitesh Dave's YouTube channel, Viva Voice YouTube channel, and used to study from the Anatomy Next site. I will put the link in the description. Do watch and check it out. If you like it, do study from there. In gross anatomy, there are topics like bone, arteries, vein, nerve, lymphatic, muscles, and organs. You should read all these topics very well. Don't skip general anatomy, histology, and anatomy. It covers the 30% portion. I have done this mistake of skipping this. If you don't know the answers in the exam, just write the answers closely related to that topic and draw a diagram. If you know nothing, still draw the diagram. If you know, still draw the diagram. Diagram is the must in the anatomy. Then learn to relate. If you are reading the ascending sequence, then also do study the descending sequence. If somewhere it is mentioned greater, then also do think that somewhere it might be the lesser. If somewhere is superficial, then do think that superficial है तो मतलब deep भी होगा. For example, superficial and deep temporal nerve. Linking is the must in the anatomy. And in first year, I did the mistake by not focusing on my cadaver study classes. I have suffered later on. I faced difficulties especially during my Viva. Second, physiology. For physiology, I studied from the Sembulingam, and I also referred AK Jain textbook. I used to write notes of the important topics. I used to study the flow chart. I used to draw the diagrams. Just same like the anatomy. If you know nothing, draw the diagram and come. If you know, still draw the diagram. And in physiology, one more thing is there, the flow chart. Do learn the flow chart. I used to watch Dr. Najib's YouTube video for physiology. And in physiology, always do the group discussion. Study first and then do the discussion. As physiology is the subject of understanding the as one is linked to another, and always do study in the points. That's it for physiology. Biochem. I feel so biochem is a mugging up subject. I didn't buy biochem textbook as it is just of 50 marks. I used to borrow biochem textbook from the library. I didn't make any notes except the charts. Do learn charts nicely. It is the most important in biochem, like ETC cycle, glycolysis, glycogenesis, HMP shunt, and many more topics. Because even if you don't know the theory, you can frame your own sentence if you know the whole chart. And just went through the previous year question papers, noted down the most asked question and learned that. I even used to watch Ninja Nerds lecture from YouTube. For exercise therapy, I read from the Bhina Gardiner textbook, and I also made self notes for 3 topics like massage, goniometer, and suspension therapy. I also used to study ET from Physiopedia site. I will put the link in the description. For biomechanics and kinesiology 1, I used to read from the textbook and mark there itself. I used to make notes of important topics and the diagram like convex and concave rule. 6th, for psycho and socio, I used to focus in the class, and I felt that my 80% portion was done in the class itself, as my lectures always used to be interactive, and I felt that sociology and psychology are a practical based question which goes around us, and I just read during the exam time and it was done. Now tips for the exam. First, don't skip the classes when exam is near, because even the professor knows in 100 students, 90 to 95 students don't study on the regular basis, and they give the important topics and the question bank so that we can pass. Second, more number of pages is equal to more marks. That's a good thing, right? Nahi. this thing doesn't apply in the medical college. As if you will go with this thing and will fill 7 pages just for 5 marks question, then you will never complete your whole paper on time. Third, teachers do read question papers. Even I used to think before coming to university that 100-200 बच्चे एक क्लास में होंगे and एक बच्चा 15 से 20 पेजेस भरेगा, कहाँ वो सबके पेपर्स पढ़ने वाला है. But no, they do read the papers. So don't write the false facts or Doraemon story. Be true to the topic, and if you don't know the topic, then just write closely related to that topic and draw the diagrams as much as you can. For example, in biochemistry, they ask classification of enzyme, then you have to write definition of enzyme, characteristic of enzyme, example of enzyme, then it will be enough for that particular question. And you will even get the marks for this much. Fourth, practice to write fast and to draw diagrams. As paper is gonna lengthy, you won't get enough time to write. That's it for this video. If you do have any question or suggestion for me, please write in the comment section. I would be glad to know and clear all your doubts. Do follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter at @mybrownphysio. You can also DM me over there. I will reach out to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.